Good evening. Yes, here we are, a bit later than planned on a Friday night, and completely wrong game as well. This was supposed to be Flight, but I mucked it up, so it's not Flight. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you some Flight soon. So I thought I'd do some more trains, because, you know, we've done a bit of that the last couple of days, and I think I've got the train bug. No idea what we're going to do, no idea what route. We drove the 156 today, which is a pro train, which was okay. It wasn't bad at all. So I do fancy doing something diseasely, and maybe, hi Bob, maybe something from the new route, Barnstaple to Exeter. How about that? We got, what's that first one then? 65 minutes. Take the first service of the day to Barnstaple from Exeter St David's in a class 143 DMU. Well, it doesn't get any better than that, really, does it? Let's take a screenshot of that. So let's do that. New route, DMU. Yeah, I'm happy. So yeah, this was supposed to be Flight. If you're watching this on Trains Tuesday on YouTube, well, it's not Flight, obviously. But yeah, it was supposed to be Flight. The multi-panel I've got from Cytec wasn't working. Plugged the USB in, still didn't appear to be working. So reinstalled the drivers, and neither panel now works in Flight Sim World. So I've uninstalled Flight Sim World. That was taking too long to reinstall, so I decided to do some trains instead. Well, yeah, that was my fault, Chaos. I shouldn't have updated the drivers. If I'd have just plugged it in a different USB port that was powered, it would have worked. And I know I could fly it without the panels, but what's the point of me having the panels and not use them? So I will get it set up, and if I'm online tomorrow night, then we'll do it tomorrow night instead. I'll have a bash at it tomorrow morning and get it working by hook or by crook. So until then, good morning, driver. This morning you're in charge of the 2B 0550 Exeter to David's to Barnstaple service. This is the first train to Barnstaple for the day, and traffic is light. Load passengers ahead of your scheduled departure time of 0550. And I'm going to put that one on just because. Oh, it's a pacer. We've got a pacer. We like a pacer. Oh, this is going to be a fun journey. I didn't realise it was going to be... How many crooks does Steve know? I know a few. Oh yeah, hour and a pacer. That's me set for a Friday night. So a new track, a free track, which does require you to have 2 of the paid DLCs. But this is a free Barnstaple to Exeter. Never done it. Chance of being a pacer, quite happy about that. Yeah, if I'm around streaming tomorrow night, we'll do Flight tomorrow night. A bit of Saturday night Flight. And I will in the morning try and get it working. We'll be doing an hour of this. Oh, we've got an internal view. But we're not looking at the back of the train this time. So a minute before our departure. We'll go to that one actually. It does look a bit neater. What payway do you need for this? I don't know. If Larwood could link this in the train chat, Larwood, he sent it to me directly, I think. I already had the pacer. Oh, there we go. I was saying Barnstaple. I thought we were going to Exeter. The sign's wrong. People are going to be confused. Oh no, we were at Exeter. We're going to Barnstaple. Yes, that's right. It was close. It was one of those. Okay, so brakes are released. Reverser is in forward. And we're off. Crediton. Got relatives that live in Crediton. And we're speeding already. We're doing well. Well, now we go to 25. Scumbag game. I think I've got to be careful on the throttle on this. HST waiting to come in, or is that parked? I think it could be parked. So yeah, Larwood recommended this line to me. Hopefully it's a good one. I'm already impressed with the train. We like a pacer. Oh, damn it, I'm speeding again. Oh, now we've got 45. Okay, this is going to troll me, isn't it? Now we've got 65. And then back to a 20, then a 40. Yeah, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? Yeah, Riviera Line is an awesome DLC all on its own. Really, I can highly recommend the Riviera Line. It is so, so nice. Really, really good DLC. Yeah, I must have a look at the sale next time it's on and buy some new routes. I really want that Portsmouth one. I used to have that. If that's an old route, one of the classics ones, I used to have it. Right, so we're going back to a 20 rather. I better slow down. Yeah, the Isle of Wight uses old underground stock, doesn't it? And that's a nice bit of scenery. Who can... Now, what's not to like about that? That screenshot moment right there. Here we go. Pacer and hills. Now we've got a 40 again. Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing a review on some of these routes and things. Because if this is any good, there's a number of scenarios on this as well. Right, so we're in a 40, going up to a 60 soon. Right about there, in fact. That one's £9.99. Well, the Isle of Wight. There's bound to be another sale. Hi, Graham. Yeah, there's bound to be another sale at some point soon. We're having fun in a pacer, Graham. hovercrafts there too. Oh, the Isle of Wight. Well, they go from Southsea across, don't they? My go-to place for a day out is Southsea. Right, 4.7 miles then to Crediton town. It is Omsey, looks like a bus. It pretty much, it was a bus, wasn't it? The first gen Pacer was just a bus. Ah, cool. Top man you are, Larwood. Chaos even. I have to find a route that forces Steve to stay in the cab at all times. But it's boring in there, isn't it? Well, it's quite a nice cab, to be fair. I just didn't think people would want to see just this view whizzing along. I thought people would want to see the outside bit. I quite like that outside view. No, just for you then, Larwood. I'll stay in here. This is quite well detailed, actually. Whizzing along now. That's the whole point. What, to stay in the cab? Well, yeah, that's true, I suppose. We haven't got to stay in the cab in Truck Sim. You don't have to stay in the plane in Flight Sim. The idea is to do a bit of that. But no, it's okay. I'll stay in the cab. Right, 2.8 miles. I'll look around, actually. I'm going to get the horn. Oh, my horn's stuck. Hello. I've got my horn stuck. Okay, that might be a thing. I've got to pull it back at all times. Oh no, 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 stay. Improper use of horn. It's stuck on. Is there a... There we go. No, 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 no. Right, don't go anywhere near the horn. It whips along quite nicely, this thing, actually. Right, Crediton coming up in 1 mile. Oh, it sounds quite nice when it's clattering away, when it's slowing down. Am I felling horny? Alright, slow it down. Into Crediton. Crediton down token collection. Oh. So we're coming off the single track bit then. I really must look at that remapping thing. I think I've got the Just Trains newsletter. I keep getting emails from him. I don't read it. Right. Coming into Crediton. Just joined. This is the Barnstaple to Exeter route for train sim. And I'm in a good old pacer. She's clattering away quite nicely. So we were due in at 6 o'clock. We're arriving at 5:59. That's pretty good going. Right, now I'm going to external view. And stop. That's not bad. We arrived early. I'm impressed with that. Stop 1, early. Stop 2, we'll be late. Where's she going at 6 o'clock in the morning? Just like she's just going to have a nightclub. Hello? I'm going to open that door. More like missing. Another one. Where are these people going? Crediton's only a small town. Come on, why not moving? Graham, thank you very much for the host. You don't appear to be moving. Versa's definitely in forward. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Brake. Okay, let's try releasing the brakes again. Reversing in forward. We don't appear to be going anywhere. What could I have broken in that period of time? Nothing, I just came to a stop. That was pretty poor. Yeah, I broke it already. Oh, no, we're moving now. Albeit very slowly. Don't know what happened then. Safety device. It could be an air pressure thing, but... that's really strange. Okay. Well, we're on the mode again. Brake isn't released. Go onto the dial, so it was air pressure, yeah. Right, stop at Crediton. Oh, stop at Yeoford. 3.55 miles. So air pressure hadn't released. Oh, damn it, speeding. I do like the speeding thing. And that's a 40 again. Then a 70, then a 25. Yeah, thanks, game. Well, the fact we've got reflection here, that's quite nice. The dirt all piled up around the outside. Yeah, it's fairly well... Oh, cab light. Oh, damn it. See, if this was a Pro, that would work. We're going to get 25 now, aren't we? I have to keep leaning forward to get my brake. How long the 25 is going to last, but... Obviously something going on that's going to make us only do 25. Yeah, nice bit of scenery. We've got a window opens. Nope. Hello? I'm on the phone. Track IR, yeah, track IR is working now. Maximum speed 75 mile an hour. I think the thing would shake itself. Oh, I've got 70. I think the thing would shake itself to pieces if it went any quicker than that. Right, Yoford is our next stop. Oh god, so none of these. Oh, got dash light. I don't know if I like the dash light actually. Turn it off. Right, giving it the beans. 2 miles to go. How many phones do you need? There's one there, and one up there. Guessing one's the in-train stuff. One's obviously communications with controllers and things. And you've got a little fan. I can turn on. Oh, that's quite cool. Uh, 1.76 miles to go. Yeah, the Pacer I think I paid for in a Steam sale. I think. A bit cramped in here, don't it? I've got no legs. Someone's stolen my legs. I don't think we're going to reach 70. Why press some of these buttons? What does that one do? Start up, shut down. What say was that one? A mile. I better slow down. It's a Pacer. Yes, we like a Pacer. Oh, okay. So we're going on single track stuff. Has it been to Liverpool? The Pacer, it's a bit far away from Liverpool. It's down in Devon. It's coming into Yoford. Early in the morning. What time is it now? 8 minutes past 6. We're an early morning commuter train. Okay, that's probably a thing then, James. Yeah, I forgot I was actually stopping here. We'll just apply some brakes. There we go. We stopped in time. We were due at 6:07. We arrived at 6:09. They're a little bit late for that one. Sure, we'll be forgiven. Come on, people. Haven't got long. On to the next one we go. Yeah, the stream will only be as long as this journey, by the way. Haha, you missed the train. Ha ha. Copplestone, 2.96 miles. And it's a 70 uphill. There's no way we're going to get that then. That's evil. Well, she did. She missed the train. I'd be quite an evil bus driver. See people running for the bus and just shut the doors and pull away. Ha ha ha. This isn't as demanding as Train Sim World, but you can turn the graphics settings down. It may run on a laptop. Depends on how good a laptop it is. I wouldn't run it on anything less than like an i5 or something. If you ran, you give yourself black eyes. Yeah, probably. Oh no, we've got a 55 coming up. Will we have to slow down for it? I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. If you just joined, this is the Exeter to Barnstaple free map. That does mean you've got to have the Riviera line and something else in order to do it. Loco and assets pack. But I'm using a pacer as well, because we like a pacer. Oh, I think it'll be fine for the 55. I don't think... Actually, I might just slow down in a second. This thing's surprisingly quick. So if anyone can recommend any other good routes that require a DMU, I don't want none of this electric rubbish. And for a stream, something that's about an hour long or something longer would be quite nice. Is a really long route that I can use with a DMU. We're talking a couple of hour route. That'd be awesome. But an hour is quite a nice length. It's quite a nice map as well. Right, down we come. Right, don't forget to slow down this time. I can lock me track IR as I lean forward to find where the brake button is. Because it's a challenge. Liverpool Manchester uses 158. Very popular. Yeah, maybe the loudest. Bristol to Exeter is an hour and 10. Oh, we like that because this is going Barnstaple to Exeter. So then we could do Exeter to Bristol, and then I could find what does Bristol to Swindon. We can go on holiday. Which is one of those things I want to do. I still want to incorporate Train Sim into the launch of Tourist Bus Sim in Fuerteventura. So I want to take a train from Swindon to somewhere that's got an airport that I can then fly from that airport to the island of Fuerteventura and then start the adventure in tourist busting. Is Swindon a place then? Just about. I actually thought this evening that I might want to give Steam another go at some point. But only once I've got the controls remapped. We're about a minute late to here then. And bad, there's nobody here anyway. Well, 2 minutes late to here. It's close, minute, 2 minutes. So where are we? Copplestone, never heard of it. I've heard of Barnstaple, I've heard of Crediton, never heard of Copplestone. Or Copplestone, is it a stone or a stone? Right, all aboard. Oh, see, I like that noise of the... Ah, you missed your train as well. Eggersford Down barrier stop in 7.76 miles. That's going to be interesting. So barrier stop, what's that all about then? Is it a crossing of some sort? We will find out in 7.767. Steve wants to drive it, not get it stolen. Yeah, jump out your train in bits of Liverpool, Manchester. You'll come back. Hang on a minute. I left it. The wheels will be gone. Having recently parked my car at Liverpool Airport for a couple of days, I was slightly concerned when I came back that there'd be bits missing. It'd be bogieless, yeah. So we've got to stop. It's not a station, or is it a plate station? I'm intrigued already. We've got 7 miles to go. Yeah, I'm liking this scenery on this. I'll say someone will post it in the train chat in the Discord server if you want a link to this this map. It is free, fairly easy. I managed to install it okay using the built-in train sim software. Definitely liking the pacer. Many cars left on bricks, yeah. Oh, typical. Just as we start getting a bit of speed on that, we get a 55 coming up. Because we're dashing along now. Right, put a bit of brake on. Get ourselves down to that magic 55. Oh, it sounds nice. Liverpool is actually a really important trading hub. If you want to exchange wheels for bricks, it's a place to go. If you want to exchange your shell suit for another shell suit as well. Or is that Manchester? Does my horn still work? It gets stuck on, but yes. Right, 4.9 miles to go. Egglesford Down barrier stop. I'm intrigued. Let's check in. You're checking I've still got the horn. Is that what you're doing, Bob? Moon's out over there. Train looking rather nice. If a pacer can look nice. Yeah, not bad as trains go. As DMUs go. What was that one up north that was mentioned? Settle and Carlisle, wasn't it? That had a really old DMU. But the one you had to change gears. Was it that one? You have to manually change gear. I quite like the idea of that. Definitely a lot of effort goes in. Whoever does these maps, and this is free, don't forget. I know they're using old assets from other DLCs and stuff. It's a Sprinter on the Settle to Carlisle, is it? What, like the 156 we were using earlier today? That was a Super Sprinter. $158. Oh, okay. I want something older. There's a really old, 50s DMU out there. It's got to be something old, surely. Weird that it was en route with the 101, which train with gears. There you go. So I know there's one out there with a train with gears. On first train sim, Flying Scotsman. Yeah, I remember playing the original train sim many years ago and having like Steam and stuff. I thought that was awesome. Spent so much time in the original train sim. I've only tried Steam in this once, I think, and completely mucked it up. Weird Ale is old stuff. I like that. I don't like any of this modern rubber. I certainly don't like electric. See, you can't beat that noise. Good old clattery diesel. Right, 2 miles then, until we got this mysterious stop thing in front of us. Does it remind me of the war? The only war I've been around for, apart from the Middle East stuff, just about around for the Falklands. Right, so we're down to a 15 then. For down barrier stop. So that's a yes then. Well, there was a war, I suppose. War in the Middle East. The Falklands War. Too young to get called up for that though. Unless they wanted school kids. Alright. A little bit of break. That does look nice. Never actually been on a Sprinter. Well, not that I know of anyway. Never actually been on a Sprinter. Well, a lot of trains back in the 90s. definitely. That's steam comes a class 101 and a class 25, and I bet it's probably expensive as well then, isn't it? Right, 15 coming up. Slow it down nice and early. Yeah, the 101 is old. 101's probably 50s or 60s. Right, so we've got to stop just down here then. 1956 to 101. Blimey, that is old. Even Blinky on here was just a boy in 1956. Even Chaos was just a boy in 1956. I'm intrigued as to what this is. Is it actually a station? Oh, look at that. Exactly 15 miles an hour. That's pretty good going. "12 years older than me." Of course it's not old. It's a lot more than 12 years older than me. Oh, see, that was just in case the barrier was up, I'm guessing then. Okay, so here's the stop. But not bad time-wise. 6:27:05 due at 6:26. About a minute late. Maybe get overcautious with the braking, as usual. You meant to stop there. What, back at the barrier? Yeah, it did say stop, didn't it? But the barrier lifted as I was coasting through it. So I know I was actually meant to come to a stop back there. Umberley. In 10 miles. Never heard of Umberley either. Spent a lot of time in South Devon, never spent much time in North Devon, so. Oh, speeding. Only slightly, only 3 miles an hour. Oh, better go in cab if I get told off by Larwood. Right, 55. Ready, and go. The 101 is the second longest serving DMU with 47 years in service. What's the longest one then? Oh, I've got to drive the 101 then, haven't I? Yeah, we end up with a lot of links in the train sim chat. Could someone plonk in there the Weardale route as well? I'll have to have a look at that. Because trains are certainly going to be a thing, I think, on the channel now. I think Trains Tuesday is going to be quite a regular event. £24.99. Yeah, I can't wait till it's in a sale then. Class 121 bubble car, 57 years in service. Passengers operating ones withdrawn from service in May 2017. Wow, that's a long time in service. I should imagine they're on a heritage line somewhere now. Oh, this thing does sound really good. Yeah, that one I'm paying a tenner. I'm not paying £24.99. I really do begrudge paying a lot of money for a DLC that's pretty much as the actual game itself. Yeah, Nightbot won't let you post links, Kevy. If you've got something to post that's relevant, use Discord. Right, got a 50 coming up. Also, where I'm from, here in Swindon, was the GWR Rail Works, which is where the town grew. Which is now a shopping centre. Mallard was built here. Train sim essentially free. You only pay for the DLC. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got to buy it once, haven't you? You buy the original train sim. Saw the advert for this for Train Sim 19. Another update coming soon. I actually watched a documentary the other night on Flying Scotsman, and it being restored. Really interesting. Hosted by Robson Green, of all people. Yeah, it's certainly looking nice as a... apart from trees over there now. As a map. And again, a free route. With an hour-long journey. Yeah, I'll have a bit of that, thank you very much. Of which we're probably 3/4 of the way through already. So 50 coming up, which is why I'm just trundling along at 46. It does sound nice even when it's ticking over at this sort of revs as well. It does get to that point, I suppose. If there's only a certain amount of them built in the first place, you can only use so many of them as donor trains. Alright, so we're going through the 50. So there must be a route that stops at all the stations. Because that's a couple now we've gone through and haven't actually stopped at. Alright, back to 55. So we've got 6.89 miles to go to Umberley. Yeah, definitely liking this and liking being in the pacer. This is really nice. As a view, it's better because I think that 156 we're driving today, the ones where you've only got the single like half window here you're peering out of because you've got a door in the middle, they just feel a bit claustrophobic to me. This is, you know, really nice. 6 miles to go. So yeah, we'll try and do a flight if I'm online tomorrow night. I won't know that till tomorrow afternoon probably. Then I'll do flight tomorrow night. Yeah, no worries, Bob. Post some screenshots in Discord. But I might be around tomorrow afternoon. Maybe I'll do another hour in something. It is quite nice. Even if it is a pacer, I think it's quite nice. The last built 1-to-1 was the first to be broken up. Oh blimey, it was probably because of a condition thing then. Might get a bit of juice. .6 miles to go to Umberley. I'm guessing we're probably it'll probably be Barnstaple after that. I don't think there'll be any short run that we could do after that, so it might be a case of end the stream / video, watching this on YouTube. Yes, there's all these stations we're going past. There's a few of them now. So there must be one of these that stops at every station. That's the route I'd like to do. So yeah, tomorrow morning I've got to get me Flight Sim World working again with the SciTech panels. And I still want to look at getting... the only keys I need to be remapped in this game is the brake. That's it. I need to remap those 2 keys. There's got to be a way. Purely because of, for me, where they're positioned. Because my keyboard sits behind my G27, which stays there all the time. So I've got to lean over the G27 to get to my keyboard. But I've got a gaming keypad under my left hand, which has got the WASD keys on. So that works perfectly. Yeah, I know I could use the controller. Remember doing free roam as you can, or hotkey, we should be able to do it. Okay then, Larwood, if you're around tomorrow afternoon, I'll have to get you to give me a hand with that. Because there's only 2 keys, I need to remap to 2 other keys, that's it. And then I'm set with this. What you're saying about keys. I want to remap keys in this game. Not to a controller, but remap them to another key. So it's the brake release key. I want to remap it. Brake increase and decrease key. I need to remap to like R and P, which is what I did with Train Sim. Train Sim World. And Larwood's saying use auto hotkey to do it. And then I'm set. I can just use my left hand then to control the train. I'm quite happy with that, and the mouse. I've got 2 miles to go to Umberley. It was said that software I used this morning, it was working in the software that I could use my Warthog throttle as the accelerator in the train, which I didn't really want to do, but it wouldn't connect to the game. And that was using the rail driver controller sort of software and hacking into that. But I think the software was looking for the rail driver. I even for a split second nearly bought a rail driver, but it was like 150 quid. And I think from when the furry one used to play this, I think he had issues with it not working in every game. Every train rather, because if the rail driver worked with every train, I'd just buy a rail driver. And then I'd have to either move my G27 or put the rail driver somewhere. Right, got 25 coming up. Yeah, but the rail driver controller, if you've never seen them, they do look pretty impressive. But at the moment, I've got nowhere to put it. Like doing it with my keypad. That's what I want to do, Larwood. The gaming keypad I've got, but it's got QWERP on one row, and then ASDFB. B? Yeah, B on the next row. With F1 to 5 at the top and numbers 1 to 6 below it. So that's what I use. I use WS and D for obviously reverse and accelerate and brake. I want to remap the buttons I have to use, you know, the apostrophe and the bloody semicolon. I want to remap those to like R and P so I can just use the brake. I was going to buy a farm sim controller, Bob, but I ended up buying a button box instead, and the button box to me has been a lot more useful and a lot more robust. Again, that sits on my left, by my left hand. If you've seen my video of my room tour, my G27 sits behind the steering wheel. To the left of that, I've got a gaming keypad. To the left of that, I've got my button box. So button box, gaming keypad, then joystick behind the button box. Exactly, so I want to or another key, if I can map them to F and B maybe, even just something. You say you don't need a button box, Bob. I use it for the electrics on train sim, on OMSI. I use it for changing the views and starting trucks, for lights and hazards and stuff in the truck sim. It gets so much use. F is used for DRA. See, that's what I mean. It's even if I could remap it to my button box then, because I've got buttons. I could use one for sort of brake. Like I don't mind using a button, but I can't use anything on my right hand because I've got to lean behind the G27. I know it's a real world problem, isn't it? But I'm trying to make it easier for me. Oh, I've seen people that have got whole bush setups for OMSI. They look pretty impressive. Right, 6.72 miles to Barnstaple then. So yeah, I'll look into it. Even you got some, it's like 2 of the F keys or something, like F4 and F5. But they're shortcuts for the thing. It's got to be some keys that I've got here. It's easier to remap the buttons on your pad than remap the trains. Yeah. Actually, I think this gaming keypad came with software. I wonder if I could remap the buttons on the keypad. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you, James. I wonder if I can... I'm going to have to look at that in the morning. I wonder if I can remap the buttons on the gaming keypad so that they're not the buttons that they think they are. So the P and R, which I don't use pantographs. Another foot pedal that I'm up to press the E key, which is DSD pedal on many trains. Ah, yeah, I'm going to have to look at that. That would save all my problems. Yes, thank you, James. I will give that a go in the morning. Did you? Sorry, Larwood, I didn't realise you said remap the buttons. I was so looking at remapping everything else. Okay, well, apologies, Larwood. I will, yeah, I'll look at that in the morning. Because that's the ones I've got used in Train Sim World. I've got the R and P remap for the brakes. I can just move my fingers over. Oh, I'm excited now. Right, 4.78 miles from Barnstaple. Our final stop. All that time he spent trying to get random software working. It may not work. Whoever make this thing is 1 by 1 or something, or 1 plus 1, 1 by 1. I don't think there's any game that actually use RMP. About to have a crisis over mapping, Steve. It's close to that because I've spent so much time today. It was morning, wasn't it? I spent so much time thinking about remapping bloody keys and stuff. Because I know it's not difficult for me to lean forward, but I can't see the button behind the steering wheel, so I have to lean over the steering wheel like that to be able to see where the button is. But if I just had it on the RMP, that's got me really looking forward to doing that now. Yeah, I was sat in the front of the computer about 8 AM this morning, downloading software and remapping and stuff. And probably will be tomorrow morning as well. Well, I have got some YouTube stuff I've got to record at some point tomorrow. Second part of an Well, actually, no, I haven't got to. So it hasn't got to go out till next Monday. I've got to do next Friday's firm bus. Depending on software, you might be able to set it up so binding only changes when you're in Train Sim. I don't think I use those keys for anything else in any other game. It's pretty much just WAS and D, and that's it, because I use the button box, change views and everything else. So in normal games I hardly use. If I'm playing something that uses WS and D to look around, yeah. R was rotate. R was rotate in... what was I playing? What was the one I did? We had to build the things. Meeple Station. I probably won't be playing again anyway. And Sim Airport, which I probably won't be playing again. Well, Sim Airport. Airport CEO, which I probably won't be playing again. So it'll be a certain set of key bindings for a certain game. Interesting. I'll have a look in the morning. My brain's fuzzled now. When you content creators, you learn pretty quickly that flexibility isn't a thing for stuff such as input mappers. Yeah, I'm guessing that is the thing. Right, we've got 1.74 miles to go. We're due in at 6:51. We're going to arrive at 6:52 because I've slowed down a lot. It doesn't take much to confuse me though, Bob, in all honesty, does it? Especially today, I've been playing Construction Sim on the console, OMSI, Flight, Train Sim. Did I put Fernbus in earlier? No, I didn't play Fernbus earlier. That's pretty much all I've done all day. Right, under a mile to go then, till we reach lovely Barnstaple. I don't think I've been there. Have I been to Barnstaple? I don't think I've been to Barnstaple. See, I have to lean forward. Seem to be still way out in the country. There's room there for a second track. There probably used to be a second track. Oh, there we go. There it is, look. Right, down to a 20. That was close. That's interesting. So bring us in and out. Hang on, so why not use the other platform? I suppose it's more convenient for town. That's really intriguing. And in we come, into Barnstaple. I can see me, I've got the bug again now. I can see me spending a lot of time in this. It was the farm, and now it's trains. Shane, there isn't a multiplayer train sim. That would be awesome. So we arrived a couple of minutes late. It's not bad for a 65-minute journey though, is it? Total current stands at 3,419 hours. Wow. For train sim. Mine's just probably a couple of hundred hours for train sim. I think the game I've got the most hours in is Euro Truck. Come on in, people. You should be getting on now. Service complete. Return train departs at 7 o'clock. Speeding 5 times. That's not bad. You know what? I quite enjoyed that. It's not saying I've completed it though. Yeah, I've done it. So Exmouth to Barnstaple is a 70-minute route. Well, that's in a high-speed train, that one. Festival visitor. Running special train service 2004 Somersault Festival to be held at Castle Hill in Barnstaple. We charge one of the special services formed of a HST set. You'll be calling at Exeter Davis, Crediton, Exford, and your destination of Barnstaple. That'd be quite a good one to do. So why is this one difficult? Drive the 2R19 10 Exeter. So there's a few there to do. It's not showing as though we've done that one. Yet we have. We just did it. Yeah. And there's Bristol to Exeter that I've done. Oh, class 55. That's a class 37. See, that's proper good old diesel. Okay, so I didn't stop properly. Class 166, 100 minutes. Wow. Bristol Terminal meets Exeter St David's. 110 minutes. Oh god, no, that's the steam one. No way. What else we got? Great Western. Class 156. That's the train we were driving earlier. So those two are done. And the Just Trains Chiltern Main Line. Class 165. The game shows completed if all scenario objectives are successfully complete. For example, if you stop at the time stop late, it would have failed that criteria. That'd be a bit harsh. So there's quite a few long ones that we could do. Portsmouth Direct. That's a 70-minute. It's an emu though. Don't want emus. And then that's steam. No. West Coast Main Line North, class 86. I haven't got the train. And yeah, I haven't got the class 86. How bizarre. There we go. So that's the ones we've got. And then obviously Korea. We've got London to Peterborough, Great Western Main Line, Hamburg to Lübeck, Marseille to Avignon, Mittenwald Barn, Munich to Garmisch, New York to New Haven, North Jersey coastline, North Wales coastal, which I really like, Peninsula Corridor, which I've done none on, Portsmouth Direct, Riviera Line, which is really good, Semmering Barn, Dorset Joint Railway, South Wales coastal, which is really good. Emu killed Rod Hull, yeah, threw him off a roof, and West Coast Main Line North. So there we go. So we'll certainly come back and do some more train sim, possibly tomorrow afternoon, depending on what happens. If I'm streaming tomorrow night, I'll do flight tomorrow night. If I'm not streaming tomorrow night, I might do flight tomorrow afternoon, and I won't know that until tomorrow. So there we go. Another journey in train sim is over. I really need a drink because I run out of orange squash, and yeah. Enjoyed that. Thanks everybody for watching today and chatting and giving us train sim advice. Much appreciated. We'll certainly look at some more routes. We'll come back and do some more of that Barnstaple to Devon. I quite like that. That was really nice. And yeah, back streaming hopefully tomorrow at some point. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be another Trains Tuesday coming up next Tuesday. Thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll catch you all again very, very soon.